guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make multiple summer themed appliques. The first one we're going to be making is this sunflower. You're going to be needing three colors, obviously. We're going to use dark brown for the center, a caramel color for the next row, and then yellow for the outside. We're going to start off with the center. And for all these patterns actually, we're going to be using a 4mm crochet hook. So we are going to start off with a magic ring. So we're going to have a chain 2 and then 9 double crochets into our magic ring. And we are not going to finish this one. We're just going to go through the first 2 loops. We're going to leave it here, and then including the chain 3, you should now have 10 double crochets or equivalents of that. Yeah. And from here, we can go ahead and cut off our dark brown, and we're going to get our second color, which for me is the caramel brown. And we're going to finish our double crochet with the caramel, and then we're going to slip stitch into the top of our chain 2. Chain 2, and we're going to go into our next stitch, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through. Leave that loop on there. Insert our hook again first yarn over like I did, and then insert your hook. I am working around the tail currently, but just to show you that. And then you're gonna pull up another loop, pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert through the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops, and you should have 4 loops on your hook. So you're gonna yarn over, pull through all of them, and chain 1. Then we're going to start again, yarn over, insert through the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert through the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over again, insert your hook through the same stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, until you have now a total of 5 loops on your hook, which should be 4 part double crochets and then the regular loop that you have. You're going to yarn over and pull through all of them and chain 1. And we are going to be repeating this the whole way around, making the partial double crochets and then yarning over and pulling through all of them until we get almost, well, the whole way around. And you should have 10 of these petals once you are done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off camera, and then I will be back to show you how to start the next row. We are going to make our last chain 1 and then slip stitch into the top of our chain 2, and I already cut my yarn, which was a very bad idea and I do not recommend because now I may not have enough. But you're going to slip stitch into the top of our starting chain 2 and then fasten off and cut your yarn. Oh, I think I have enough. Oh, thank goodness. There we go. Huh, just like that. All right, and at this point I'm going to go ahead and tie these and cut them short to keep them out of my way. So this is what we have so far. And we are going to be connecting our yellow and just in between one of the 2. So in the 1 chain, we're just going to stick it in between the 2 petals, not even in the chain, because we want to cover this to make it look like individual petals. And we're just going to chain 1 to attach it. We're going to chain 1 more, and then in our next one, which is going to be the main one, not the chain one, that makes sense, I think, we're going to make a double crochet and then a triple crochet in the same stitch. I'm going to be working around the tail to automatically weave it in because I hate weaving things in at the end. And then we're going to chain 1 and then slip stitch, don't know if you guys can see this, into the top front post of our triple crochet. So this is kind of similar to the sunflower car mirror hanger that I made, but we are adding triple crochets to make the petals larger. Then we're going to make a second triple crochet into the same stitch, another double crochet as well into the same stitch. Then we are going to chain 2 and slip stitch into the next space in between the next 2 petals, like that. Then we're going to chain 2 and start again in this next stitch right here. Make a double crochet and then a triple crochet, chain 1, and then insert your hook in again the front post of the triple crochet and slip stitch, and then triple crochet again, and then double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch in between the next 2 petals. And how it should be working out is you should be getting 1 large petal on top of each brown petal. As you can see here, that's how it's going to work out. Okay, and you're just going to continue with these petals all the way around the flower with a chain 2. I'll show you one more time. And then this is my next one, and then we're going to make a double crochet, a triple crochet, chain 1, insert our hook into the top post, the top front post, and then make another triple crochet into the same stitch, double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch in between the next 2 petals. And that's what you should have so far. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this flower off camera, and I'll come back to show you how to finish it off, and then we will get on to our next applique. And to finish off, you're just going to slip stitch back into the same space that you started in, and then fasten off, and then we're going to just tie it down and cut it off. And that is our first applique, summer themed one, complete. So we're going to just quickly tie this off, and that's our first applique done. So next we are going to be making a leaf, and I have made these before. It's going to be kind of similar to the ones that I made for, again, the sunflower car mirror hanger, but this is just going to be a full leaf. So we're going to start with our slip knot, and we are going to chain 13. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so once you have your chain 13, we are going to make 4 slip stitches to get to the starting point of our leaf. And then we are going to make a single crochet, and then the next chain space a half double crochet, then a double crochet. Okay, and then after our double crochet, we are going to be making 2 triple crochets into the next stitch. It's 1, 2, and 3. We need 3. And now a double crochet, and another double crochet, and a half double crochet, and then in this last one we are going to make 2 single crochets, chain 1, and 2 single crochets. And on my way back I'm going to be working around the tail a little bit. So as you can see, that is the tip of the leaf, and we are now going to be working back, mirroring exactly what we did on the other side. So a half double crochet, a double crochet, another double crochet, but just make sure you're not making it in the same loop, but in the loop right across from it, the one that you used, so that it doesn't open up the center too much. And then we are going to make 3 triple crochets in the same loop. That's 1. Oh, I think I made it in the wrong one here. I think I made it in the same loop as the one on the other side. Yes, I did. So as you can see, this one was made here, so the one across from it is, just move the tail, right here. So just through the one loop. And this is where we make our 3 triple crochets. 1, 2, then we are going to make a double crochet into our next stitch. A double crochet in the next stitch. A half double crochet in the next stitch, and a single crochet in this stitch. And then we are going to finish this whole leaf off with our 4 slip stitches once again down the stem. This is 3, 4. And we can fasten off and cut the tail. You can also leave off the last 4 slip stitches if you want to keep it a little bit more thin. Oh, my scrap yarn pile is slowly creeping into the camera. I apologize. I'm just going to cut off the end. It's kind of peeking through a little bit. And of course you can stretch it and shape it a little bit however you want. And that is pretty much how you make your leaf. If you want to stick it on the back of a sunflower or just a little addition here or there. So that is the second one. And for our third applique, again summer themed, we're going to be making a popsicle. For this popsicle, you're going to be needing 4 colors. 3 of them are going to be for the actual popsicle, and then 1 is going to be a brown for the popsicle stick. And I'm going to be using purple, purplish pink, and white. So purple is going to be the color at the tip of the popsicle. So we're going to start with our slip knot. We're going to chain twice, or 3 times, sorry. And then we are going to double crochet back in our first stitch. We're going to make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to single crochet 3 times. We're going to double crochet into the first stitch, even though our chain 3 does count as our first double crochet, but we're going to have 2 on the end, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, 4, and then in the chain 3 here, we're going to be making 2 double crochets. Here we can cut off our first color for our first layer of the popsicle, and then you're going to grab your next color. Mine is going to be this purplish pinkish color. I'm not exactly sure what to call it. I did lose the label, so we're going to use this to start. Chain twice, and that will be our first double crochet. So we're going to skip the first one, and we are going to double crochet across, just 1 in each stitch. And we're just going to go in each one and 1 in top of the chain 3. And then we are going to chain 3 again. And we're going to skip the first one again because that is the first double crochet, is the chain 3, like I said before. And we're going to make 1 double crochet in each stitch across, keeping the same number, which I will use 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count. It's 8. And once we reach the end of this row and make our last double crochet in the top of the chain 3, we are going to be switching to our third popsicle color, which in my case is going to be white, but you'll get there soon. There we go. And now we can cut off our pink. And we're going to add on our white right here. One, two. And we're going to just make again a double crochet in each stitch across. And we're going to be making 2 rows of white as well, just like every other color, before we make the popsicle stick. And then we have reached the end here. Okay, I have weaved all my ends in the back, and this is what I have so far. I'm leaving this tail for the end after I've attached the popsicle stick, and I'm going to be using this light brown color. So we have 3, I think I increased some margin because now I suddenly have 9. But anyways, if you have middle 2 or middle 3 stitches, whatever it turns out to be for you, that's what you're going to work in. I happen to have middle 3 because I must have somehow added another stitch, which really isn't that big of a deal. So we're just going to add our yarn. I guess we'd probably want this to be a little bit of a different texture than the popsicle, so because of that I'm going to be using single crochets to make the popsicle stick stand out from the actual popsicle. And if you have added an extra like me and now have 9, we're going to be making a single crochet in the 4th one after we attach our yarn, and make 2 more single crochets, making our popsicle sticks 3 wide. If you happen to stay with the stitch count, you will probably only do yours 2. Then we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and single crochet back across, making sure to keep the same 2 or 3 number of stitches in each. Chain 1, turn again, and for this last one, I'm going to try making a decrease and just kind of rounding off the end, see if that works for me. If not, that's fine, but I just thought it was an idea I thought I'd try. So I'm just going to pull the loop in every single one. And look at that. Just do 1 decrease stitch in the last one, whether you have 2 or 3. And then you can bring your little stick to a point-ish, or make it a rounded edge like a normal popsicle stick. And then of course at the end you're just going to want to weave all of your ends in again like usual. So we have 1 popsicle applique, 1 sunflower, and a leaf. For my first summer themed applique tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and let me know if you have any other ideas for appliques, and I will see what I can do. See you guys next time.